what is your quick reaction to the mass protests we see in Iran in response to the murder of Mahsa Amini? How unprecedented is this? Something feels different this time. For example, throughout the country, we see ripping images of Khamenei in public, overturning of police cars, burning the hijab, and large-scale unveiling and toppling flagpoles with the Islamic Republic's flag. I've had friends tell me that they didn't see this level of anger after the bloody Aban. Wait, where's the rest of the question? Does this regime have a real problem on its hand this time? Okay, so before we answer, I want to show you the best video I've ever seen come out of Iran when regards to protests. Like this one, I have so much to show you. I don't even know. I could spend 2 hours showing you videos, okay, and analyzing them one by one, okay. But I want to start with the best one, okay. Just look at this, Harris. Okay, just look at this because I watched this like 500 times so far. Okay, so these are guys. The protest in Iran is happening at the anti-regime, like women taking their hijabs off in Iran. It's been going on for a couple of years as a protest to the government. Okay, the difference is that this time it's so many. Like it used to be like, oh, another woman took a picture without a hijab. Another woman here took a picture with a hijab. Now we have masses of women, like just
thousands.
You see the protest, and like half of them are not wearing a hijab. Like it's not just like, oh, here's a picture of this woman without a hijab. There's a picture. People, like women, are coming out and they have their hijabs. We have hijab burning like events, and women are coming one by one and burning their hijab. But this one is just the most beautiful one. Okay, but there's so many. I could show you so many of these. Look at this. Okay.
Wow.
Look at that. Look.
F him! You go, girls!
Okay, I have something more badass than this, okay? But this was just glorious. This is badass, okay? But I have something that is like, I don't even know if I could show it on YouTube, okay? I'll show you, but it's a risk, okay? But look at this. Look at all the people cheering. The entire crowd is cheering women burning their hijab. But look at how elegant she does the dance. It's just so beautiful. I don't know how to express how beautiful this is. The dance that she does before the burning it.
This is ultimate defiance. This is defiance. This is like, I've got this. Come get me. This is... Muhammad Hijab needs to learn bravery from these people. That's bravery.
Yeah.
That is bravery, Armin, because I know you've said it multiple times that if you were in Iran, you might not have been doing what you're doing. And I've said it too, that if I was in Pakistan, I might not have been doing what I'm doing now. That is bravery, because these people regularly disappear. The terrorist regime of Iran regularly takes them away, and we saw what happened with this young woman, Mashi.
This is not a guess, okay? The last time the woman that took their hijab in the last protest, they got up to 20 years in prison. Like they are serving their time in prison right now. So all these women with their faces in front of camera, without like they're looking at the cameras and taking off their hijab, they're doing this knowing what happened to the women that came before them. Okay, this is a level of bravery that I will never be able to accomplish.
I don't have it either. I don't have this bravery.
But it goes worse. Like you so you tell me what you think while I go find the other video, because the other video is a lot
more inspirational. No, I
don't know. I don't even know what to call the other video. But yeah, keep talking.
This one, as I said, this is bravery. So a lot of people say that to me. And I've heard people say that to Armin. I spoke to Lawrence Krauss, and they said, "Oh, the ex-Muslims are the bravest out of all." And we say, there's different categories of that too. It's not just about being ex-Muslim. It's about just standing up to tyranny and oppression and persecution right in the face of it. I mean, I think at some point that, it is quite possible that I might get assassinated by someone, but it's an outside chance. I know there are a lot more other people who might be targeted first, but these women, they got no fame. They got no notoriety. She just came out dancing. She took her hijab off along with all these other women, and she's got no one to sing songs about her. We're probably never going to know about her if she is arrested tomorrow. But these guys are very inspirational, and this is, but I have high hopes. I told you that a couple of years ago, maybe a few months ago when I spoke with you. I said, I don't know, each time I see these protests gaining momentum, I see that there is an overthrow waiting to happen in Iran. I genuinely believe that. But again, like you probably know the numbers better than I do.
Right now, what's happening is different from before. The protests in Iran, a key difference is
the numbers.
Not just the numbers, the type of people that are supporting the woman. Okay, because every other protest that we have had before, it was one sect of society or multiple sects of society, and some other people were calling it out and condemning it. Okay, This time we're having the anti-regime people calling out, because I don't know if you know how this started, right? There was a woman who was arrested for her job, and she ended up dead. We don't know exactly how, probably because they somehow, during the time of the arrest, they did something that they beat their head or something.
Her head was swollen. Her brain was swollen, wasn't it? Like, I mean, that was that's what
she had bleeding out. She seemed to have bleeding out of her ear, but she was still walking at the time.
I saw the final video,
and then she fell. But it seemed like something must have happened during the time of her arrest for her to just collapse like this. So she died. Whatever happened, it was because of her arrest that she died, because of not having proper hijab, even though her hijab looks actually pretty proper, okay? Islamically, even. So the thing that makes this different is that the religious people have had enough, okay? So we have the anti-regime people, we have the reformists who usually take a sideline, but this time they're with the protesters. But also the very, very religious people. We have people coming out with videos. I can show you the videos that are saying that if you support Hussein against Yazid, come out, because you have to fight against oppression, like Hussein, right? So the religious people are turning against the regime. Even people who used to be pro-regime and still claim to be pro-regime, they are anti-regime for this. So the regime is this is very significant, because if there's ever, the regime can stay in power even if 90% of the population is against it, as long as it has its base loyal to it, it will stay in power. It only needs its base. It doesn't need the rest of the people. But what we're seeing right now are cracks within its base, because these are people who have access to power. They have more influence into other people in the regime. And if they become discontent with the regime itself, they will also have some influence with people that have military power and have armed, they're armed. So this is what's becoming dangerous about this.
I know, it was fair enough. Like, so what's the lady's name? Masi
Amini.
Yeah, so Masi Amini. I mean, I saw her video, and I was almost in tears because I saw her photo. There was another couple of other old videos were posted as well where she was happy and dancing. But this is what I had been saying all along. I mean, I don't know the size of it. Like, I mean,
I think you're saying Messi because of Messi Alinejad. This is
no, Messi Alinejad, the one who died recently.
Masa Amini.
Yeah, sorry, Masa Amini. This is what I've been saying. Like, we saw these protests in 2017 something. I mean, that's when the first time when we saw it, and then I think I spoke with you about that after. So anyway, every time it happened, I saw, okay, something is happening. Now, obviously, one young woman being brutally killed or dying needlessly, that can cause revolutions. I mean, if you remember Tunisian revolution that kickstarted the Arab Spring, there was this one guy, he set him alight over rising inflation or something, and then that caused the overthrow of Tunisian dictator, and then it went to the Tahrir Square in Egypt, and then Libya, and then it also started in Syria, but that never ended anyway. But the point is, these things can happen. One single event Like there was this very good on Curiosity Stream, the streaming documentary streaming software. There's one program called Butterfly Effect, and it actually shows you like one tiny little incident in history can just shape our entire future. And who knows? We hope that there are no more Miss Aminis in Iran. We hope that there are no more people like that in countries like Iran, and this would be it. Also, before you go that, just tell me one more thing. Did Iran had said on the same day that they're not going to incarcerate people who don't wear the hijab properly, and they would only fine them? Wasn't that the case, Armin? And then this happened where they arrested her?
No, okay, so there were some, I don't know what you're talking about, because there were some laws that were actually adding to the penalties, right? Because here's the thing, people don't go to jail right now for hijab anyways. They get arrested, they get taken to a class for Islamic, they teach
education
you
or brainwashing,
brainwashing or whatever, and then let you go, okay? So what were they being proposed was to actually charge them financially as well. So that was like, but this is more relevant to this woman's death and the way she was treated at her arrest. Okay, there's videos of her coming to the class where she was supposed to get the lessons, and you could see. By the way, do you want me to show the videos of her like dying on camera? Okay.
Yeah, I saw that video, but I think it's irrelevant. I mean, in her memory.
But, okay, in that video. Okay, in that
I know
video,
she collapses. I know she.
Yeah,
collapses.
but you can see like there's 50 other women there. Like those are the arrests for that day in Tehran. So you can see this is a regular thing that is apparent. Like people are like, holy crap, look at all these other women that are there for their bad hijab. Like they have quotas that they have to fill every day of women they arrest for bad hijab.
This is why I go, there's so much suffering happening in the world right now. We only see tiny percentage of that. And then that shakes the whole morality of all of us collectively, and then we go, whoa, no more of that. But if Mahsa Amini's, her death has immobilized all these people, and they're saying no more of this BS, no more of this nonsense. And but you're right, there was 50 other women in there, and this is happening every single day to tens and maybe hundreds of women every single day. But then people like Mahsa Amini and that guy in Tunisia who set himself alight and then changed the fate of his country. You
know. Okay, let me show you something kind of intense. Okay. Look at this. Okay. This, you know what it says? You can read this, right? You know what it says here?
Well, it says Taxi? No.
Police.
Police. Oh yeah, that's police. Yeah, that's right. Police. Yes.
So this is a police car. Okay. And look at what's happening. Okay, every single person you see in this footage is a woman.
It's a woman. Okay,
it's a woman. The person recording, the two people on the camera, so it's all women. By the way, another thing that is happening about these protests that is like different from other protests is that the protests in Iran that you're seeing right now is led by women. Okay, and it's so led by women that even when men show up, they let the women lead the chants.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. So women are like leading these protests. They're like in front, and they're the bravest ones, and they're the most. I don't know. Okay. So this is like, I'm not like saying inherently women are like, I'm not like a white knighting woman or anything, but women are the main victims of the Islamic Republic of Iran. So this is why they're leading the way. But look at how badass this is. This is insane. Okay. So these are police cars, and you can see the police have fled the scene. And look at what these women are doing. Okay, watch this.
I have a feeling I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna like it a lot. There you go. One lady. There we go. Here we go. Death to Armin. What are they saying? This is great. So hang on. So that's one police car. There's a second police car. They set one of them alight. There you go. That's another woman.
Wait. Let me start from the beginning. You didn't have the audio. This is actually not.
Yeah, we didn't have the audio. go girls. You tell them.
So you know what? Yeah, go on.
No, that's good. Yeah, no,
okay.
that's good.
You know what she's saying? She's saying, "My sister, tell them. My sister, tell them." So the woman behind the camera, and the woman on top of the police car, she's saying, "The Islamic Republic, we don't want. So she's laying down with the Islamic Republic. Okay?
Oh, good. Oh, good. That's good.
So yeah.
It's just you know, like we talk about it, like we talked about it before, that you know what we can, what is real bravery, and people like you, me, yeah, we've been doing it for quite some time, but relatively from the safety of our, you know, safe havens. But then these people, you look at them, there's no notoriety, there's nobody knows the names of these people, and they're all out there where they've got nothing, they got no defense, they got no guns, they got nothing, and they're standing in the face of real terror and oppression and persecution and torture and countless years of jail term, but they're like, you know what, screw you, enough. That requires a lot of courage. I mean, this is very enviable, isn't it? Like these thousands of people that just turned up. I mean, my hat's off to you. And I told you this. I don't know, like I'm going to dig up that video clip where I said that now it's getting worse and worse and worse for the Iranian regime. I've been predicting this for a very long time because I don't know Iran. I don't claim to know it more than you do. But I know one thing, that when oppression gets out of hand, when tyrants become too tyrant, people eventually speak up. We can't see that because we, at that very moment, are not willing to risk our lives. Because
even
at the
if
end of the day,
Cyrus, even if it's true that the Islamic regime will topple, it's not a helpful narrative to say that that's guaranteed, okay? Because that will make people complacent. What I tell Iranian people on my shows is that, because a lot of the anti-regime people keep saying, like, this regime will fall. This regime will fall. And I tell them, no, I tell them that you don't know that. And if you think it will fall, then it won't. Because the only way for it to fall is for it not to be guaranteed. Because you have the reason why it hasn't failed for the past 40 years is because for 40 years you said that it will fall next year. And you were so complacent. It could fall. There's a chance that it will fall. But not if you think it's guaranteed. It's not guaranteed.
Of course, it's not guaranteed. I mean, no, this is not what I'm saying. Like, I'm obviously talking about it as an outsider. I'm simply saying.
Whoa,
that
$40 super chat.
Oh yeah. D is so inspired by obviously what's happening with these people. Thank you both for keeping us informed. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. $40 super chat. Thank you so much. That's very generous. Thank you so much.
That is very generous. And you know how you were saying that if you say it'll fall and it won't fall, people will get complacent and all that. So it's just like that. Just do that on super chats as well. Don't say, oh, it's too much. Oh, it's very generous, because people are like, "Oh, he thinks it's too much. Let me lower it a bit." I'm joking. D watches all of our streams. And again, as Armin always says, I learned it from Armin. Please don't put yourself in any difficulty just to give us super chats or whatever. Only do whenever it's easy for you and whenever you think it's whatever is comfortable. It doesn't matter if you can't do it. We don't judge you on that. Just like and share the message. We love all of that. But anyway, thank you very much, D. Look, you're amazing. One more question I wanted to ask.
Yeah. Look at the hijab burnings. Look at the hijab burning. Look at how beautiful this is.
So we used to have that lady that became a symbol of hijab burning on top of a car with a stick and a hijab.
She started all of this. She started all of that.
Wait, that started in 2017, 18?
Yeah,
something like
that? I think I think it was 19. Yeah,
but 19. Yes, 19. Yeah. So
she put it in a stick, but now they're putting it in a stick. I'm burning it on a stick.
No, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse for these freaking clerics. I can't wait to see the end of it. Look
at this. This was 2 days ago. Look at this image. Look at the numbers.
Yeah. But have you also seen the video where all these Iranian clerics are running away and they're being, obviously we're not going to show, well, we could show that. I mean, this is just chaos and whatever. But where these women are going after them and they're like, mate, this is it. We've had enough. These people are standing in the face of, I think, probably after North Korea and Russia. No, maybe Russia. I don't know. Maybe on par with Russia. No, definitely after North Korea. I think Iran, Russia, these countries probably are some of the most heavy-handed kind of countries. Would you agree when it comes to crushing down the opposition? Do you think so?
Crushing down the opposition, which country is the worst? It's definitely North Korea, yeah.
Obviously, definitely North Korea. North Korea, hands down. So forget about North Korea. It doesn't even classify as anything. But Iran is one of the most. I'm probably.
I would say Iran. I would say Iran is
right up
neck and neck with Saudi Arabia for second place. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Saudi. Actually, yeah, Saudi Arabia. Yeah, true. Okay, so these people are standing there. And the Iranian Revolutionary Guards, or whatever they're called, they're standing with the full riot gear, and they're all there. And
they're debating whether, look how bad things have been gotten, that the regime itself is debating whether they should be enforcing the hijab on the national TV. That's how bad. This is the first time that they're having a debate like this on Iranian national TV.
I know. Can I drop a F-bomb? Like, I mean, I really want to say, like, fuck you, Iran, fuck you. You will be beaten into submission. Look at this. That's the lady. That's the woman. And we were
this is the woman who died. Look at this picture, guys. This is amazing. Yeah.
I mean, it really saddens me. I saw there's another guy as well. I want to show you my Twitter feed. I want to ask you, who's this other guy? There's another guy as well who's on a hospital bed. I don't know who that is. Apparently some other stuff is happening as well. Show me. Let's just go through my Twitter feed, which is Masih Ali Nejad's. Obviously, these women are there as well. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? It's all women at the forefront of it.
This is in Turkey, though. Yeah.
Okay,
Iranian women in Turkey.
Okay, so these are Iranian women in Turkey. Okay. This lady, obviously, she was only 22. I just realized. Being severely beaten up. So one woman who just changes the course of it. I hope it turns out. So this is it, breaking the chains. I mean, these women are so inspirational. Is this Iran? Is this?
Yes, this must be Iran. Wait, hold on. Can you? Yeah. Can you zoom in? Your message. I think it's in Iran because some of them are wearing the hijab.
Okay, good. There was a.
Some of them aren't. Yeah.
Is that the, like, these people, like, is that Iran? So they're getting arrested as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's Iran. These are the women who are being arrested for their improper hijab.
Wow. And this is.
Look, Masa, the picture. That's what she was. That is very close to what she was wearing on the day of her arrest. Yeah.
So this is a hijab, or you can only see a bit of her hair. So that was enough for her to be robbed of her life in the Islamic Terrorist Republic of Iran. And this is what happened to her, poor girl. There's no Wi-Fi. This is Iran as well. This is Iran today, a woman proudly burning the most visible symbol of religious dictatorship. So yeah, so this is it. You're saying that girl who started it all, we don't know her name, the one who put the hijab at the end of a stick, that became a meme, that became a photo, turned into art and everything. We don't know her name, but this guy. Do you know who this guy is? I think he's probably one of they shot to another one to prove that they didn't kill Masa.
Yeah, a couple of people who died during the protest. They're shooting at protesters, and some of them are dying. That's why. They're like, oh, we didn't kill her, so here's so they're saying that. Oh yeah, actually, show the way. Actually, maybe don't show this on YouTube. Here.
Yeah, I know. I can put the.
Let me actually show you. Let me show you the moment that she died.
Oh, you want to show this? I saw it. I didn't like it. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, go ahead. You show it. What about this one? What about this one? Can I show this? Actually, it's the same. Uh, it's a collage of videos. Let me show you this. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you this. So this was another woman who was who was beaten up, and she was loaded in a van.
Look, go back. Do you see her head? Go back to her. Okay, so these are the. You should see the when they arrest a woman with bad hijab, but you saw
Oh
that
my
woman her head. Look at it.
Yeah,
Look at the woman's head. Like, so they're grabbing her hair. She doesn't want to go in, and her head hits the van. Do you see?
Yeah.
So her
Yeah.
head just hit the van. So yeah. But
here.
that one.
I
This
think
is this
I think
other.
this is what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah. So they're
This is
saying
what you're
that
talking
something.
about,
That's the moment that's another woman, but they're saying maybe something similar have happened to.
I doubt it. I doubt it. This is not, this kind of head bump is not enough for inexplicable death like that. I'm not an expert, but I doubt it. I've been hit around the head a couple of times, but
Okay.
I don't think that's what it is. But
then,
this is Iranian.
So this is a mother. This is a mother telling my daughter was they run over her. I don't know why it doesn't show the.
No way. They ran her over.
No, they don't. They keep going. I don't. She falls. They don't go on her, but I wish
she fell down, but they stopped.
She fell down. Yeah.
Okay.
But they didn't stop, even though the mother was in front of the van saying, "Don't arrest my daughter. She's sick. She's mentally ill." Look, this is another woman. She's hit on the side.
Oh my goodness.
He's
punching her. He's punching her. That. Oh my goodness. I think like this is why I say when you see Ceausescu and when these dictators meet their end, it's nobody's going to be feeling sorry for these bastards.
Yeah. Look at okay. I don't know. What did you say? You said it again?
These bastards who are doing this, these dictators like Khamenei and these people, nobody's gonna feel sorry for them when what happens to them, what happened to Ceausescu and all these dictators of the past.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure I don't endorse here. Like this
you
is
don't
the
endorse
time.
It. You don't endorse the overthrow.
No, I don't. I do endorse that. I just wanted to make sure you're not saying something I didn't think you were saying.
Oh, all right. Oh, you pay so much attention.
I
don't hear every word you say.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes I'm worried. Sometimes I'm afraid that you might I have to be I should just say
yes. Take a chill pill. You can always say I don't own this, or I don't promote this, or whatever.
I just want to say yes without knowing what you're saying. Okay. Yeah. So here's the moment where she hold on. So this is after her, like 1 second, go. Come on. This is the moment after her arrest. So you can see all these cop cars here. You see that?
Okay.
This is when they're offloading the woman that they have arrested. Okay. So basically these are the cop cars. This is the work for the day. They go around the city, they go around Tehran, they arrest women for the bad hijab, and these are all the women that are coming to the class here to learn what they did wrong, why they're not being proper Muslims, okay? And Mahsa Amini is one of those girls, and this is her, okay? So this is walking. So whatever happened, so we're going to see once she gets inside, we're going to see the cameras from inside, right? So whatever happens inside is as a result of what has happened somewhere when something that they did in this van. Because nothing else happens once she's in the class. So something must have happened when she was arrested. Okay. So she's coming into the class, and these are all women. Like, look, they're all arrested for improper hijab, but you can see
a lot of them are wearing hijabs.
Yeah, but apparently just like showing hair is
like illegal, a little bit of hair is visible, and that's it. That's enough.
Yeah. So that's her. She's going inside the class. So look, this is the place where you learn about what Islamic values, and these are all the women that are here to learn what they did.
They've all been arrested. Probably
they're all been arrested, and they're like, this is a religious woman. It's gonna tell them like why you're not such proper Muslims, okay? And this is Mahsa coming in, so she's walking. She seems okay here. By the way, Sina just became a member. Thank you so much, Sina. Okay, so she's coming in. And she takes a seat. There's an empty seat here. She takes, look, all these women are arrested, okay? So wait, how it goes? We already saw this part.
Are there timestamps in these videos?
No, but here's your timestamp right here.
Oh,
You
good.
see that? So
yeah.
you can
you
see
read it down?
No, it's daylight. Okay.
Oh, it's
so
daylight. Okay.
So you can see it's in the late in the afternoon because there's some light. Okay.
But was she arrested? Was she arrested early in the day?
We don't know, but but pay attention to this part, okay? Because that's the only timestamp we have. Because we can see that there was a cut. Look, it actually points to here. Because see, now it's black.
Okay? Yeah, so gotcha.
And so we know that this is not the entire. That not only there was a cut, there's a huge cut.
Yes.
Okay, so people are asking for the full video because they want to see what happened in the meantime. They're like, this went from light.
So go back a little bit when it was bright. Go back a little bit. Now she's looking towards the camera. So she sat down there. Apparently, if that's her, now there's going to be a cut. There you go. That's a cut. Okay, now she's looking towards the camera. So obviously, someone would have come, taken her somewhere.
No. Now she's going to get up. Okay, I think this is after they get. I think this is after the class is over. The Islamic class is over, and she's coming to this religious staff lady. Okay, I think she wants to talk to her, and based on her body language, it seems like she's telling her, "What's wrong with my outfit? Like I'm like fully covered." Okay, so it's based on her body. We don't know what she's saying, but if you pay attention to her body language, it seems that's what she's saying. Like, look at what I'm wearing. Like, this is fully like, what the hell? Yeah, look at it.
Yeah,
like, look at her. Like, what's wrong with me? Look at this. Look at my outfit. It's covered, fully covered. And the religious woman, it seemed like she's fighting back with her and telling her, like, yeah, look at you. You're such a look at like what you see. You don't see what the problem is, you whore. Like she grabs her clothes to show it to her. Look at this. She's like. The religious woman, like, look,
this is not appropriate. What are you doing?
Obviously, this is whorish. like what? Like, can you not see what the problem is? And she's like, oh, now this is the moment.
Is that another cut? Was that another cut?
No, it went back. It went back. Hold on.
Okay,
I don't know why it cut. Okay, so it went back. So she's like, look, there's nothing wrong with my outfit. And for now, she touches her head. Look.
Because her hair.
All of a sudden, no. She touches her own head. You see? And she fall. Okay, wait.
Yeah, but what happened? This is very actually inexplicable.
Hold on. Why doesn't it show the full thing here? Because she falls. Hold on. This is not showing the full thing. It's not showing the fall.
But I think I saw that where she topples. She goes over one of those chairs.
Yeah, wait. I wish you showed the fall. Let me see if there's. I will find the one with the full fall. Maybe they cut the fall part because they were. Anyway, she falls right there. She falls at that moment.
But that's it. She never gets up again. Poor girl.
She never gets up. Yeah. Okay.
So what are your thoughts though? Because okay, maybe I might have jumped the gun a little bit because I thought that maybe she would have been taken to the.
I think this video had the full fall, but I think the maybe we shouldn't show it either because that's the moment she dies. Maybe they took it out because YouTube had a problem with showing the moment.
That's okay. No, but that's okay. We
haven't shown
the fall.
She show her head. She grabs her head. She grabs the chair, and then she falls on the ground. Okay, so there are a lot of experts. So I don't know what the hell happened. How could she be like walking around with no problem and then she collapses and dies, right? So a lot of doctors have come and talked about this, and they say that it's actually. They know a lot of cases where you get the hit to the head and you're okay for a while and then you have internal and then after a while you just die. So they say the most likely explanation is that she was hit in the head before this a couple of hours earlier.
Right.
That's the most likely explanation.
But she does look pretty calm
yes.
As much as we can tell. So it doesn't mean like she would have been dehumanized or beaten up or, because if you are beaten up like that in custody, we can't even behave. We can't even function properly. But it looks like she's still holding herself really well. And she's like, okay, I'm going to go attend the class. I'm going to sit down and then I'm going to come down. Maybe the fire in her heart and spirit was still there. She went to the front.
The claim by the family, by other people, is that she was hit 11 times in the head at the time of her arrest. So I don't know how she was so calm after her arrest, if that's the case, but we have no videos of that. So, but that's the claim. That
So
she was,
I originally thought that she must have been taken to the police station. That's where she would have been, whatever they would have done, and then they would have brought her here, and then look what happened because,
no.
yeah,
No, they
yeah.
arrested her. They took her to the class directly, and then she fell and died during the class. So we don't know exactly what happened, but the most likely explanation right now is that she was somehow hit in the head. But whatever the reason is, her death is because of her arrest. So we know that for
Oh yeah. She was going about her business every day. She was a healthy young woman, 22 years old. Highly unlikely that she would have died of a heart attack had she not been stopped by the brutal regime of Iran for showing a strand of her hair. So we know that for a fact.
Yeah. Oh, another significant thing about her is that she's Kurdish.
Oh right, yeah, I saw that. So a lot of these. So I wanted to ask you this question. So a lot of these protests we're seeing from different videos, like I don't know, I only know Tehran and I don't know any other city. But are these protests erupting all across Iran, regardless of the boundaries of hey, you're Kurdish, we're not Kurdish, but
it's happening all over Iran. Okay,
right.
But her being Kurdish makes this more problematic for the regime. Okay. Because the Kurds have some of them are separatists, right? So this is going to fuel them, right? But also the ones who are not separatists are pretty. They usually lead the way when it comes to being against the regime. Okay, so this is one of them being taken out, and this is going to add fuel to a part of society, part of the ethnicities in Iran where they are more they lead the way when it comes to being anti-regime. So the fact that they're and the fact that she's a woman and she's a Kurd makes, because for the societies there are still very traditional, right? So this is like about honor now. Like a lot of men, Kurdish people, they're like, you took one of our women, the regime, right?
Oh yeah.
So this is you obviously.
So all these problems are merging into one, and that's just a big headache. If it was just an ordinary woman, just that, but it's got all these other baggages associated with that as well.
So you look like a Kurd without honor if you do not rise up against the regime right now. You know what I mean? Because they took one of your women. Like how could you even speak of honor if you don't rise up against this? You know what I mean? It's kind of like, this is what, when honor culture comes back, comes to bite you back. You know what it is? Because these are people who keep speaking about like, honor, yeah. So
and it took a woman. But all these war cries that that people do rally up all these people to war by saying that hey, they're going to come and are your women. So don't you have any honor left? And then they go, yeah, let's just till death, like that kind of Braveheart kind of chance. Kind of like what Anti-Hijab was doing, like, oh, they're going to come after us. Are you going to be here? Yeah, we're going to be here. So yeah, well, whatever works. But yeah, honor culture that they've been promoting, well, it's going to come and bite you in the backside.
I saw a video. Oh wait, I think I found it. Kurds, because Kurdish people in Iran are part of a more traditional place in Iran, right? And I think I saw a video here. Okay, so this is a woman that is explaining that when she was arrested, she was beaten up. She says like somebody tried to kill her, right? She's telling the woman that arrested me had her hands around my neck, telling me that she would kill me, and she thought she would die. She was suffocating. This is this woman's experience, right? So she's like, these people have no problem killing, okay? But like these are, oh my god, oh yeah, these are Kurdish people back in her back where the city, because she was visiting Tehran. She's from the Kurdish part of Iran, right? And so a lot of Kurds in Iran are rising. Oh, these are religious. You can see like we're seeing videos of religious people saying condemning this against the regime. Like they are like, yeah. So this is what's different about this. So many religious people are coming out and like, yeah, this is insane, right?
My question to you is, and we always see that whenever there's vacuum in power, some other kind of an extremist force or the force that is strong and radical in its own ideology, they come and take over. So if there was some sort of an overthrow, who do you think would come and take over? Like who's likely
take power in Iran? What kind of an idea? Like, I mean, I know even though more people are with that Utrecht University's survey or study, we see that a lot of Iranians are secularist or agnostic-y or atheist-y. But who do you think? Like, I mean, not seeing that religious people are their enemies as well. Is that like out of fire into a frying pan kind of thing that some other religious group is going to take power? If that happens.
Here I don't know. Okay, right now the problem is that the most organized and the most armed and the most connected groups are religious groups. Okay, so even if they're the minority,
even the anti-Iranian team ones,
the the anti-Iranian regime, the most armed are the Kurdish.
Okay.
Yeah, and the MEK, and then so the most armed would be the Kurdish, the most organized and funded would be the MEK.
And who are they both religious?
Oh yeah, they're both very religious. The Kurds actually are a mix of very religious and very atheist. They're commies. They're either commies or very religious, right? The MEK the MEK is both commie and religious.
Yeah, well, I don't know. The future doesn't look right. I mean, it's one of those things better than.
No, but here's the thing, right? Okay, so right now, if the regime topples, I'm afraid it might be like a civil war between religious people and the secular.
So it's gonna become Iraq or Syria, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but it seems like we could move if we keep going in this direction. More religious people are going to join the anti-regime side. Okay, more like that's where we're going. It used to be the direction for people to become anti-regime. They have to be anti-Islam. Okay, now we have so many people that are remaining Islamic, but they're anti-regime. Now we have so many people that they're saying, let's get rid of this regime for the sake of Islam, right? Because they're saying that more people are turning against Islam because of this regime, of this regime. And to save Islam, we need to get rid of this regime. Right? So there's that as well.
It's a mess. Yeah.
But look at this guy. Look at this guy. Okay, let me play this. This guy. Okay, let me see. Tell me if you have it. So the Hayati are the people who go like this, like the people that are for Hussein, and like they constantly go to like to Imam Hussein's death. Like these people. So he's like, I'm talking to Husseini kids, like my people, the people who are for stand with Hussein, and like yeah. Like I'm talking to people who, like me, have grown under the school of Hussein, Imam Hussein. I'm talking to people who cry blood for Hussein's lowliness, from Hussein's death in a foreign land, for Hussein's like people who cry for Hussein, cry blood for Hussein's death. The people who kill themselves for the reason why Hussein was left alone. Yeah, but today women like Mahsa are dying. Okay, so he's comparing. These are the most. You have no idea. Like this kind of people are the most religious. Like these people think Hussein, like Hussein is everything in their life. Okay, and now this guy, this religious guy, is comparing Mahsa, the death of Mahsa, a woman, with the death of Hussein. This is what to say about this.
Yeah, I don't see that's a good thing though. This is a terrible thing. Okay, I don't get the point, but
he said like the people of Yazid, like they showed mercy to the woman in Hussein's camp, but these people, like people in the regime, they didn't even show mercy. They don't even show mercy.
I think we get the point. I think we get the point, but so that shows that I don't see that as a good thing, because this could easily be hijacked, because people who are, if you just look at it, we don't even know if Mahsa was anti-hijab woman. Maybe she would just, she was like, okay, don't go too far. But women who have been taking off their hijab, the iconic photo, etc. It's easy to assume that those guys might have been very secular-minded liberal people. But that it'd be a shame if that movement gets hijacked by these kind of people who would just use Masa's death as a tool to propagate their ideology, their version of Islam or theocracy.
But right now, people are not caring about whose ideology is being spread. Okay, right now, the first priority and the second priority
Overthrow.
and the third is the overthrow of the regime, and it doesn't matter who's your ally. Okay, anyone joining you would be good, right? Like if the devil himself could join them, and they were like, yeah, sure, whatever, come, let's take out the regime, right?
So basically,
So they say like, which ideology is the better ideology? We could think about that once the regime is like right now we're in jail. Like we can't do philosophy right now when we're being kidnapped by this. When our country is being, when we're all victims.
Well, when we're dropping the soap.
Yeah.
Soap.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Look, I don't know. Okay, I think, but in the past, last question, and then we move on from it. But in the past, we see in 2019, 2020, we've had these isolated incidents of protests erupting in Iran. You're saying that they weren't on this scale, but is it likely that this will also fizzle out because a week or two Iranian regime rises out?
Okay, here's the thing. It might fizzle out. It probably will. Well, I mean, anything could happen. This could be the end of the regime in 2 weeks. Okay, but it could also fizzle out.
Yeah.
But the thing is that every time it fizzles out, it
weakens
it creates. It dies out with a new radical norm. You know what I mean? Like compared to the before,
a new radical norm.
We have started a new something else. Is like it used to be like we had protests, okay, but now we had protests where Khamenei's images were born. We're like, oh my god, I can't believe they're doing that, okay? Then we had protests where people were taking off their hijab. Now we have mass protests where people are taking off hijab. Now we have protests where everywhere around the country people are taking off their hijab and burning it, and everybody is supporting it. Now we have religious people even joining the anti-regime. So every time this happens, we're like crossing lines that we didn't think was crossable in the previous rounds of protests, right? So, and here's the thing: everything. One major change that is going to happen soon is that Khamenei is going to die. Okay, Khamenei is going to die. 80 something. I think 84.
He could still be around for another 10 years.
He seems sick.
Okay.
There are reports that he's sick.
But then it's saying about Putin too, so who knows?
Okay, so it might be a lie, but he could 10 years is a max, okay? But I don't think it's going to last that long, okay? It seems like it's going to be less. But Khamenei is deaf, so even the max, let's say, you say, how many years you say is the max? Like what do you think? Like 15? You said 15. Even if it's 15 years, let's say 10, okay? That's not that long, and people know that, right? And that energizes the protesters, okay? Because when he dies, that's the biggest opportunity these people have for a regime change, okay? Because the main thing that is holding this regime together are its supporters, okay? And all the supporters of this regime are united around one man, which is Khamenei. When he dies, there's going to, right now, everything hangs on a division between the hardliners. And right now, this whole hijab thing is dividing the hardliners. But the main thing that would divide the hardliners would be the next supreme leader, because there's almost a guarantee that they would not agree upon the next supreme leader, right? So there will be a division, and whatever the supreme leader is, there's going to be a major drop-off on the people that will continue supporting this regime because of this new supreme leader. So that major drop-off is going to be a major boost to the anti-regime movement. And even before the death of Khamenei, the knowledge of that eventuality, it creates a major motivation for increasing the actions right now. By the way, I'm doing a Persian show on Friday, which we're gonna go through the best methods of protesting and uniting and working together and come up with best practices. So I have a stream on that on AR Persian on Friday. To have your questions answered on the next live stream, become my patron today. You can do so with as little as $1 a month. Link in the description below.